welcome back to my channel. My name is T and I love all things skin and beauty, and today I know we have another eyeshadow palette to talk about. Today we will be playing with the new Danessa Myricks palette that she came out with. It is the Lightwork Volume 7, I believe. I believe it's Volume 7 now. It's the Freedom palette. It's the recent one that came out. And I am so excited to play with this. And I also have a couple of products that I brought during the Give Me Glow sale, because they had a sale throughout the year of 2025. By the way, this will be the first video officially filmed in 2026, so Happy New Year. But they had a sale throughout 2025 because they are in the middle of rebranding and changing up their packaging. Now, I don't know what their packaging is going to look like, or if they've already went through with, the branding and things like that. There's some things that they are also like trying to get rid of too, like older products or products that have like old packaging and things like that. So I picked up a couple of things because some of the blushes were like $3 or like $5. Like, it's a steal. For me, when it comes down to an indie brand that is doing a sale because they're rebranding, like, I don't know if they're gonna change their name or they're gonna keep it the same and just change like the logo or the packaging. We'll see. But listen, a steal is a steal. You know what I mean? A steal is a steal. So I picked up some bronzers, and it's, the older packaging. So I don't know how their bronzers are going to look with like the new packaging, but I brought two. It looks very luxe, very nice. I brought two. One is Miami Heat and the other one is Bronze and Bougie. Love the names. Also have powders that I want to test out too from L'Oreal. I've seen mixed reviews, so pray for me. But it is the Infallible Blurfection 24-hour blurring, brightening, loose setting powder. I got the shade in, they don't have names, but it is, oh, there it is. Yeah, so translucent medium deep and pink medium deep. So I have those two shades, and they are supposed to be 24 hours and they have a 24-month shelf life. So we'll see. I've seen mixed reviews of these powders, so I'm just hoping it doesn't ruin my base. And then I think that's pretty much it. I do also have some lip glosses from Rituel de Fille when they had like their launch that they did last year. So I have Thorn Bite Peptide Plump Lip Oil, and this is I have two shades. One is Night Thorn and the other one is Night Rose, and it says it has a shelf life, but that, people can't really see that good, so I don't know why it's there. But listen, even though some things may be expired in my book, makeup costs too much. So there's that. I'll leave you to your imagination of how much stuff do I actually keep. But anywho's, this is pretty much, some of the products I will be testing out. I also have a Danessa Myricks video coming up with the color fix sticks that I have been testing out throughout like the month, just trying to gather all my thoughts and trying to film like the swatches and things like that. So that video is also coming. It might come before this one, I'm not sure, but it'll be back to back. Also have my Saw and Glam Light video that I have to edit, because that's also filmed. And also I have the Fantasy Cosmetica and Baddie Bean collab that I filmed. I have to film the swatches, and then after that, that might go up first before you see this. But I'm trying. This is a new year. I have a 9 to 5. You know, sometimes when you log off, you're just drained and tired. You know, I be in my editing program, and it be watching me sometimes because I be asleep. So without further ado, let's get into this. Get ready with me. I'm so excited to test out this eyeshadow palette, because we can't go wrong with Danessa Myricks. So let's get into this. Get ready with me. I was in the middle of just completing my base so I can move on with the new face products that I just got. And I go and I open this concealer from Catrice, and the Dolpha just came off. It still smells good. Like, I didn't even like open it. Like, this is new. What? Oh, this is ghetto. This is ghetto. This is ghetto. I don't know about this. This is ghetto. It's lost in there too. It's lost in it too. This is ghetto. I don't know what they doing with these packaging, but it literally just came off. And I'm using the piece that's still on to, you know, this don't make no sense. I hope that's enough, because Lord, that happened out of nowhere. Oh no. But this is the Catrice True Skin High Cover Concealer with hyaluronic acid. It apparently is waterproof, but I guess, you know, the Dolpha isn't, you know, it's whatever. it's I don't know how I feel about that one. It just completely just came off. I just took it out, put it on my forehead, dipped it back in, Dolpha gone. I don't know. All right, so for the base again, I used the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. Lasts up to 24 hours, mattifying, water and sweat proof with niacinamide. This is pretty good. I just wish it wasn't, you know, it's like a little bit red, just a little bit like red or orange, just a hint of it, just a hint. But it's still easy to use for my skin tone. I can easily like blend it out where it's not too orange. But that's the foundation I used. Also went in with my La Base Pro primer from Lancome. And y'all already know the concealer situation. So it's kind of thick, but once you blend it in, it doesn't look too thick, but it does pick up texture just a tad bit, But now I'm gonna go in with my powders. I'm gonna use the pink medium deep for the under eyes. Please pray for me, because I don't know. I've seen reviews. I'm just gonna take some from the top, and I'm gonna use my BK Beauty Brush in 113. For the foundation brush, I used a Sigma brush. This is the F48 soft coverage. That's what I used, and we're just gonna pray that this isn't too bad, because I don't know. Okay. I'm seeing some blurring. Let me pick up some more powder. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad with the powder. Could be better at blurring though. Do see a little bit texture, but I've seen worse powders. And it's not giving like ashy. It is somewhat brightening, but it could be a tad bit better. I don't know if there's like mica in here, but the pores look shiny, so I'm not entirely sure why. So it could be that it has maybe mica or something similar to that to make it a little bit shiny, just a tad bit, but it's not like fully, you know, like matte. Yeah, it's not fully matte. It does give off a little like sheen. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if it's, I don't want to call like a translucent powder buildable, but once you go over, just to, you know, go over the spot that you already have powder on, it makes it more shiny. Like, yeah. Not the best powder for me, but I don't have to go anywhere, so I'm fine with it. But it is shiny, and like you can see, I don't know if it's gonna pick it up, but there are certain spots of texture that is shiny and sticking out, especially when you go over it again. So I don't know if I am liking this powder. It would probably be a powder that I would use if I'm not going out anywhere. Like if I'm home and I'm doing, like if I'm working from home or whatever, or if I'm doing like a quick video and it's only the eyeshadow or face products like bronzer that I want to film, I would probably use this because I'm not going anywhere and it's still powder, it's still being used, but I wouldn't put this on if I was going out. Yeah, I would not use this. Yeah, I'm curious about the other shade. That's a medium deep. I don't know about this one, the pink one. It's okay. It's brightening, but it's like it's not giving ash, but it's giving like mica, you know, sheen, not like fully matte. So, you know, there's that, in case you were curious about these powders. Now you know. Now I'm gonna take the medium deep shade, and I'm just gonna focus on areas like so. I don't know about this one either. Is it shiny? I can't. I definitely know the pink one was definitely like a little too shiny. This side, not the best powder for me. Like if you want something like fit me or like one size, I wouldn't get this. All right, we're done with the powder. Now time for a bronzer. I am going to use the Give Me Glow bronzers. Trying to decide which shade I want to use. Oh, this is a nice deep shade here. And then we got the other shade that's more deeper, like on the red side. I'm thinking about using Miami Heat, and then probably go over with the one that's on the red spectrum right after. We'll see. It depends on how it looks on me once I put it on, because swatches say things, but when you're actually applying it, it says a lot more. So yeah, I'm going to use this brush here. And we're just gonna plop it on. And I feel like maybe I should try a different brush. I'm gonna go in with the 104 brush from BK Beauty. And let's just see. Like I see it, but it might not be the best shade for me at the moment. So I'm gonna just go straight in with Miami Heat. Yeah, I see this a lot more, even though it's on the red side. I do see it a lot more. see it a lot more. And you can honestly use this as your one and done if you wanted to. You wouldn't really need to go over with a blush because it's on the red side. I still don't like that powder. Like, I'm so shiny. But I'm not sweating or anything. Like, it's just the mica. It's something in that powder that just makes everything so shiny. Like, I don't know if I like that powder at all. I don't even know if I'll keep it. So you see how this side is like steamless, giving bronzer, red, you know, it still blends in, but you can still see a hint of bronze. And then this side, it's like very, like it looks patchy, it just doesn't look the best. Especially on this side over here, where like you can really see the deepness of that bronzer shade. I think it might be even like a neutral. It seems like there's a contour shade like on the gray side. It could be on the gray side on my skin tone, and that's why I was just not feeling it. Like, I was just not feeling that shade because it was on the gray side. I don't know about that, but we are good to go. I'm just gonna ignore that side. And we're now going to move on to the blushes. I have the Give Me Glow blushes that were on sale. These were also like $3, I think. And they're called the Dream Blushes. So it looks like this. I have Pink Freak, Circus, and There Goes Rose. I might use There Goes Rose, which is this shade here, which looks really, really cute. I can't describe colors, but it's definitely on like the mauve purpley side. Just looking into the pan, it's like a hint of purple in there. I am going to use my Sephora double-sided brush for this. Gonna take some here. It's very pigmented. That's one thing about Give Me Glow though. Yep. I only needed a little tap, and already you can really see like the pigmentation. I'm gonna try to mix it in with the bronzer just because I don't like how you can still see the gray bronzer. I might end up giving that bronzer away to someone, probably my sister or one of one of my friends that might be interested in that shade, because that is not a shade that I would be using. If I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't like how gray tone it looked on me. So definitely going to declutter that from my collection. Okay. And I'm just doing like one soft tap just because like it's really pigmented. So, but so far I'm liking this shade of blush. All right, that again was There Goes Rose. Beautiful, beautiful shade of blush. The other blushes look like this. So this is CIRCUS, and it's like an orange blush, which is rare to find a color like that. And the Pink Freak looks like this. So I'm very excited to play with the rest of these blushes. All right, so I'm pretty much done with the base, but I do want to go in with one of these highlighters that they have. This is the PLAYMATE Face and Body Highlighter. PLAYMATE is the shade. It's like a rose gold type of shade here. And then there is another shade that is the bigger size. So as you can see, this is PLAYMATE, and this one is Such a Flirt. You know, since we're bringing back the 2016 and stuff, you know. I'm gonna put it right here. Ooh, this might be a good shade to add on top of that blush instead. That's the other shade. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then we can move on with the eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna put on just a tad bit, just a tad, just a pat. It's like, you know, might as well. Now it is pretty glittery, but not too chunky, which is great. All right. And I think we should be done at least with the base. I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick, and then we're gonna move on to the eyeshadow palette. Real quick, can I just say that so I brought the Christian Dior bronzer, the big one with, you know, the leather packaging, this one right here, right? And you know, it's okay. Like, it's on the red side, but you know, they did their best. You know, it's fine. The packaging does give, you know, luxury with the leather, you know, packaging, and you know how big, like you getting a lot. But so they have a clip type of like packaging where like you just, and it's supposed to, you know, clip, hold it, you know, secure it, right? How come when I close it, right, and it won't open because it gets stuck in here, right? Like I'm trying to get it open and it breaks, right? So now I basically can't close this anymore because it's stuck in there. It broke. For something like this at its price and looking this looks, why is the clipping part so fragile? Because the piece of it came out, and when I say it was thin, I mean it was thin like plastic. And it's like, okay, I know, we all know, we get the gimmick, you know, just because it's luxury doesn't mean it's like really luxury packaging. And, you know, there might be some things that we're not aware of when it comes down to the packaging of them pretty much picking the cheapest packaging and just charging you for the formula and for like the brand, right? You know, I get that. But for a blush this size and this expensive, the packaging better work. That's the thing, the packaging better work. And if it doesn't, then it's like, what, not have a broken bronzer that I can't close in my collection. So great. That's just I'm going through a tangent, but I just wanted to get that out of my system and say that to me, I only got this because it was like for my birthday. I got a gift card from my team. And if I didn't have that gift card, it wouldn't be in my collection. And, you know, sometimes you have to like say, you know, if you're only saying that, you know, because you have this gift card that now you're going to get it, but you was going to get it anyways, why did you get it? Like, we have to start thinking about this as consumers. Like, if you wasn't thinking about getting it, what makes you think that you should get it now? Because I feel like this is a waste now because the packaging broke and I can't close it. So I have to be careful with this bronzer in my collection now. But anyways, just wanted to get that out there, that that's how it is right now with this bronzer, because I did a video on it and I'm just like disgusted with myself. But anyways, we're gonna move on to the collection. So this is the Danessa Myricks collection. This time she gave us more of a neutral color story with neutral or neutral you know, tones of mattes on the neutral side, and you know, playful of foils and metallics and shimmers as well on here in this collection. It has a 12-month shelf life, made in China, and that's pretty much it. I don't think it's cruelty free because it would have the leaping bunny on there, so there's that. But it's magnetic, it's stackable, it's customizable. As someone who has eyeshadow singles and hasn't really customized them, or has a label maker but never really, you know, cared to, you know, rearrange things, I just brought it because of the innovation. I will have to say that with this type of packaging, you do have to be careful when you open it because it's magnetic. You kind of have to be careful when you're opening it. So
this is what it looks like when you're taking it out, right? You have your eyeshadows here. Some of them have a dent because I wasn't careful when I opened it up. That's why I'm saying be careful. And each of these is kind of like its own like color story or palette that you can like rearrange, take shades out, put in different sections to make your own customized palette. This comes out and then you can kind of like travel with it on the go. So it's magnetic, easy to come out. There's your mirror here. First things first, we're gonna take this sticker off here. That's all right, got it off. So you have your mirror here, right? Your cover, and pretty much you can put this on top like so, and like, you know, this could be your palette. You can also take it out here. Ooh, have to definitely be careful when you do, because the magnetics are really strong. But basically, I just took the blue one out like so, and you can snap it in place and you have your traveled eyeshadow palette on the go, right? Also, it has the label too in the back of, you know, so you can figure out what shades are in what. And yeah, you can travel it, you can stack it some more. So if you wanted to take all these out on the go, you can stack them on top. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very innovative, but for someone like me, who's also very careful and, you know, who's really careful with their collection, I'm probably not going to do stuff like that. But yeah, this is pretty much the eyeshadow palette. I'm thinking about doing this side, so this color story. This is more on the, you know, the neutral side. We have our browns, we have our natural tones of, you know, the shimmers in here. And I believe there's also like metallics and foils in here as well. So we're definitely going to play with that eyeshadow palette story. One thing that's a little bit different from her previous collections that she came out with is that sometimes she'll add an additional to it, and it also comes with, you know, like this packaging, this travel case that is, you know, magnetic. It basically snaps in place. But sometimes she'll come out with something like this where she has like her own small little palette, and this one is Pastel Dream. So these have pastel, you know, mattes and pastel, you know, shimmers in here. But this is what the color story looks like. So it's not her first time doing, you know, matte shades for the Freedom palette. But this is the first time of having an actual, you know, neutral tones in her collection that go with the Freedom palette, and to have it just as like a palette as a whole where it's not just, you know, 6 of them. So this is what it looks like. Now sometimes I will have to say some of the shades do come loose. So you do have to be really, really careful to not damage them, because you just might damage them and not know that they're loose in the pans, right? That's the only thing that I've noticed, because I also have a previous one that she released too, which is the other Freedom palette. It is the Lightwork Volume 6 Freedom palette. So I am familiar. This one was like a all shimmer foil metallic color story though. So this is the first time having it as like a Freedom palette with mattes in there, and not just like, you know, 6 shades like the Pastel Dream. So that's pretty much where the packaging is right now for Danessa Myricks for the Freedom palettes. It's very innovative, I will say that. It's more innovative than the previous ones, because normally she'll come out with just like metallics, shimmers, foil type of shades. So this is the Lightwork Volume 3 palette that she came out with. And then we also have the Lightwork Volume, I think Volume 4. I don't know my Roman numerals, so I don't know, but it's the Eye and Face palette. So it looks like this, as you can see. So definitely different than her previous releases that she's done in the past. And then this one is another Lightwork palette, the I Am palette. And as you can see, we have like split pans here, no mattes or anything like that. So that's what her packaging used to look like, and now we have something that's more innovative. So now we're gonna start playing with the new palette. I'm honestly really excited to play with it. So yeah, I'm going to get my eyeshadow primers. Gonna go in with my NYX primer. I think that should be good enough. And we're just gonna do one look with that color story that is more on the neutral side. So not the purple, not the blue, just the brown color story. Now, when I start off with a look, I like to go in with the matte first. So I'm gonna go in with this matte brown here. And I'm gonna start putting it all over the eyelid, like so. And then I definitely also want to focus a little bit more on the outer corner as well, so I can get more dimension. Now what I could do is I could take that black and that's in the blue color story, just a little bit, just like a tad bit, and just deepen it up. Yeah, that works. Just deepen it up a bit, like so. And I'm gonna drag this out just a bit. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. All right, I just went in with my NYX glitter primer. I'm thinking about using either this shade here, which is more of a brown gold shade, or this shade here, which is more of a duochrome, so it's green and purple. I might actually use that one instead. Yeah, I think that might be a good one for this look, because then it'll match my blush and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, yeah, it's definitely a duochrome for sure. It's like a green and then purple, like a purple pink type of shade. All right, and then I'm going to take a tiny brush and I'm going to add that white gold shade that I already put a dent in. So this shade here in the inner corner. Oh, this is stunning. This is even more stunning than the other shade I put on already. I love shiny shades like this. I love shades where like you only need a tap and it's already sparkly and glittery. Okay. Yeah. This is what we're looking like. Quick and easy look. And let me just swatch at least this story real quick. And then I'll be sure to add swatches as well of like the full palette. So this is the first column. Very shiny, very sparkly. So I use this shade first on the eyelid. This shade right here. And yeah, it's definitely like a duochrome for sure. Some of these shades that Danessa Myricks chooses to add to her color stories are very interesting and creative. That's something that I definitely love about her. Because it's like indie, but also not indie really, because like she's at Sephora and you know things like that where like she's more accessible, but like also it is her own brand, so it's still considered indie. It's just a different category of indie, right? And now we're gonna do the matte brown shade here, and then the other matte shade, and then the shade that I added to the inner corner, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. This shade is gorgeous. So this is pretty much what we are working with. Just really, really gorgeous. Yeah, I can't wait to play with the other color stories, but yeah, this is definitely amazing so far, and I'm definitely looking forward to pretty much just create new looks. But yeah, so this is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 7 Freedom Palette. I believe it's Volume 7. I don't know my numeral, my numbers like that. The numeral numbers, I don't know about that. But yes. So that's that. I'm gonna put on some mascara. I've been really liking the About Face one. It gives you a lot of length, a lot of volume. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay. All right, and we are pretty much done. Now, final thoughts. I don't like these. These can go. Might give it to someone. I don't think it'll be staying in my collection because I just did like a declutter. And it's like, I don't think I'm going to really be using them because I don't like how my base looked. I think it has some type of mica in there. It has to, because it just it gives like a sheen to it. Does it have mica? I don't know. I don't see anything really, but apparently it's made in Canada, so that's one thing. They say apply a generous layer of powder, let it bake for 3 to 5 minutes. It's supposed to be a baking powder? Nuh-uh. Your under eyes are gonna be shiny. It's gonna be sheen over that. So I don't know about that. So this is a no. These powders are a no. I did like the bronzers. It's just one shade that I didn't like because it was more on the gray side. Yeah, it was more on the gray side. I think it was Miami Heat. Yeah, Miami Heat. This is going to someone else. I'll keep the Bronze and Bougie shade. And then we did try one of the blushes. There goes Rose from Give Me Glow as well. Love this shade. Definitely keeping this. Excited to try out the other shades, especially Circus, which is an orange blush. What else did we try? Oh, we also tried their highlighters, their face and body highlighters. This is in Such a Flirt. Loving this. Really gorgeous. It's definitely not glittery or like a thick type of formula where you can really see the chunks. But but it's also not that fine, but it's like in the middle. It's like in the middle. So if you're cool with that, then that is amazing. Shade. I hope they keep the shades that they already have and just change the packaging, which it looks like they're starting to already create face palettes that are in a different shade or like a different packaging, like, you know, for like their face palette. So there are some, you know, they already did like some hints of, you know, blush palettes and bronze and contour palettes, I believe. I don't know about like palettes. I think they should also try to release singles as well, because not everyone is a makeup artist and not everyone needs all those shades. So that's one thing that I'm like hoping that they continue to do, instead of just like having only palettes available for like, you know, for the face. Like I don't know about that. I don't think it will go well for them, because at least for me, I have enough face palettes. So there's that. I think that's pretty much it. Concealer, this broke on me. I don't know about this one. It is pretty thick and it does show texture. I haven't tried these lip glosses or like these lip oils, so I'll probably do that right now. But I think that's all that I tried that's at least new. I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place lip liner and cola. I know Juvia's Place came out with pencil lip liners, but I don't really like pencils like that. And I also think I have enough lip liners. I'm trying to only buy products that are unique to my collection. All right, I'm gonna try the shade Night Rose. And it's very like, it's very luxe, like it's very hard. Like it's like hard glass or hard plastic. It's very luxury. It's very like, this is nice. This is really nice. So we're gonna try this shade. It's definitely like, I don't know, you smell something, but it goes away. But I was gonna say it has like a scent, but I don't know what type of scent it would be. It's like a cream. Like a cream lip oil, which is really nice. Very, very nice. Okay, Rituel de Fille. Now you really have to turn it really hard in order to close it. That's the only downside about the packaging, but other than that, it's pretty good. Yeah, I have no complaints. I I think I might get more of these. I'm excited to try out this shade here. Yeah, I think that's it now. Nothing else that I reviewed that's like new or that I use that's like new. I think I said everything. Again, I already filmed the Saw collection. I'm trying to edit that as well. Fancy Cosmetica and Betty Bean's collection is also being edited. That should come out soon onto the channel. The Danessa Myricks Color Fix Sticks, I'm also filming reviews on each of them. I just got to do the swatch videos and film my final thoughts on those. And then we have like this video as well that should, you know, by the time you see this, hopefully all of the videos that I mentioned I filmed is already on the channel too. But yeah, I had so much fun playing with new you know, makeup, at least to me, you know, on this channel, especially with this video, Give Me Glow, Danessa Myricks. I'm excited to figure out what's going to be like the next palette color story that she's going to come out with. That's going to be like really exciting. I love the innovation, but again, the packaging, like you have to be kind of careful with the eyeshadow palette. I've already dented a couple of my shades plenty of times, so yeah, you just kind of have to be careful, but I'm still loving the innovation, the creativity that Danessa Myricks always shows with her brand, and I'm excited to see what she comes out for this year as well for 2026. And I hope everyone has had a good new year of January. Hopefully you're getting all of your blessings in. And I will see you in the next video. Remember to be kind to yourself, and love your skin. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.